Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now I really enjoy eyeshadow singles, duochromes, multichromes, blush, highlight, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter. And today we're going to do a quick palette ranking of all the palettes I was playing with in March. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me, we're getting into it right now. So some of you may have already noticed the elephant in the room is I got my hair cut. I cut off about a little over 12 inches, and unfortunately the salon that I went to was not able to do a donation for it, which kind of sucked, but I was really happy to kind of get that off and kind of get things a little bit healthier. So newer, shorter hair, I'm very excited about it. As far as makeup today, let me go through the palettes first and then we'll try to wrap that up. I will say that the three palettes that came out for the Odins Eye Launch, I'm still in the process of testing these. I'm not ready to kind of put them away yet, and I'm using that as a mark to say, you know, like this will be included versus it won't be included in the month, because if I don't feel ready to put them away yet, then I want to leave them out to be able to continue to work on them, and thus I won't rank them just yet. So these three, although I've been using them this month, have not been put in this ranking. So coming in at number 7 is the Glam Light and Frosted Flakes palette. I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and I picked it up honestly for all the blue shades. I wasn't super drawn to the orange shades in this particular palette, but the blues, this like black shade here, this beautiful blue-green duochrome, I was really interested in this, so I went ahead and picked it up. By the time I got it and started using it, it actually reminded me a lot of the Colored Rain Thunder palette that I already have, and so it's kind of like, probably didn't need that. But I did go ahead and pick it up. It is a really nice Glam Light formula, of course, but it just didn't wow me as much as everything else this month. Alright, coming in at number 6 is this little Give Beauty quad, which the covers all look like this, and then the actual colorway is Danger Zone. So it's this like cool matte kind of quad here. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it really gets lost on the lid. So it's otherwise just a cool toned quad, and I thought it paired nicely with my number 5 palette, which is this little Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana Bronze Bliss eyeshadow quint. And it looks like this. I really liked this. The only thing that's hard about it is you only have one matte shade, so unless you can kind of smoke that and get away with that by itself, you kind of need to bring something else in. So I was using these in tandem this month to get looks out of them, but the actual metallics in this one are like super buttery foiled metallics. I mean, they are very impressive formula, so I was very happy to get that one and to try it out. Alright, coming in at number 4 is the Clarity Cosmetics Apocalypse palette. Now, I like this color story a lot. I think it's kind of like funky and interesting. I wish they did the smaller pans, and it sounds like they're going to be moving towards that, which I'll really appreciate because I think that will help with the cost. I mean, these are like dumb expensive palettes, so I'm excited for them to move to that smaller size. But like this trio right here, especially this kind of blue-green shade, very pretty. I haven't played with every single shade in this palette, but I'm kind of ready to move on to some other things, so I did go ahead and rank it. Coming in at number 3 is the Beauty Bay Retro Love palette, and this one I wasn't... Okay. So this 6 up here, I absolutely adore. When I come into this palette, that's what I keep going to. Everything else in this palette is very soft washes of color, and I just feel like it's not quite enough for me. And then the neutrals, I just don't really care about. So if you kind of ignore, like, that area is the area that's a little bit too soft for me. But then this little 6 pan up here, I'm still happy to have the palette because of that 6 pan. Coming in at number 2. Now this was hard because these last 2 palettes, I really liked both of them, but I put the Chucky Glam Light palette in at number 2, which I was not going to purchase because I don't really care about horror movies and Chucky, but this color story, the color story got me, you guys. I really love this color story. I think it is such a like smoky, grungy, beautiful, like purpley gray toned palette. I like the kind of pops of red that you have in here as well. And then this metallic black is like dumb pretty. So I've really enjoyed using this. I've been pulling into this when I need to kind of deepen up other stuff that I've been trying out this week or this month. So this has definitely come in handy as like a companion palette for some of my lighter palettes. And then coming in at number 1 is the Fantasy Cosmetic Rogue palette. Now I like this. This green, blue, purple, this is my jam. And it's got these really pretty, like the sparkly duochrome, those kind of putty type shades. Those are really, really nice. The black in here is very, very nicely pigmented. I do like the blue and the green in here as well. This purple surprised me because I thought it was really not going to show up at all, but it seems to have like a gray undertone that really helps it kind of pop on the skin, so you can actually still see it. So overall, I really enjoyed getting to play with this palette this month. Now as far as what I'm wearing on my face today, I'll just give you a quick rundown. So I have the Planet Spirit palette from Odins Eye and Batty Bean, and then I have if I kept this stuff out. I used the Lord & Jones CBD moisturizer as a primer today. Then I used the Pacifica Light Clean foundation for my foundation, the Flower Beauty, the old school before they reformulated concealer. And then for blush, I used this Copacetic Cosmetics Garnet blush palette, which looks like this, and you'd think it's like really scary, but it actually comes off like pretty nice. And then this highlighter being like a pop of red. Ooh. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm really, really liking that. I can't believe I waited so long to use it because I purchased it on Black Friday. And then for bronzer, I used the Jaclyn Hill bronzer. I just picked this up in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And it has like a brown sugar, like a toasted vanilla brown sugar kind of smell to it, which I was not expecting, but I am so pleasantly surprised by it. That smells super, super good. So I'm glad I got to pick that up, and I think it's like a decent shade for me. It's not super deep, so it doesn't take a lot of blending to get it, you know, looking kind of nice. Oh, and then gloss. I tried this Juvia's Place gloss that I also picked up at Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Candy Shop Pineapple Pearl Lip Gloss. It's like a pinky orange one, and it's supposed to smell like pineapple. It kind of smells like the candy version of pineapple, I think. It's not bad, but not quite what I was expecting. I did pick up a second one, the cocoa one, but I may send this one back because the pineapple one was the one I was really more interested in. Okay, and with that said, that is everything for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!